chelik. Yeah, we left off with a story of Gvir ben Pesiso. There was this man, this heretic, and we'll start over there again, right where the lines get wider on Tzadi Aleph. Amalahu mino l'Gvir ben Pesiso. Vai l'chon chayve damritu misi chayin. This heretic says to Gvir ben Pesiso, woe to you, you people, you evil people, that you say that the dead will become alive. I mean, firstly, why is he referring to them as evil one? Because we believe in Tchias HaMesim, that's why we're evil. Right? Why are we evil? Why is that a reason? Woe to evil ones that you say that the dead will become alive. He says something on scroll. Thank you. Charlie, how are you? What do you mean the evil will become alive? That's what we're evil. You know something? We're evil because we say that we believe in resurrection. That's why we're evil. You evil people. A man who's a heretic. There's nothing he cannot justify. There's no accountability. Right? He's a heretic. What does Tchias HaMesim indicate? That's the ultimate din b'cheshbon. That's the ultimate in reward and punishment. So you understand, we're rattling his cage. You evil people. Our position doesn't let him have peace of mind, not for a moment. So therefore we're evil. That we believe in Tchias HaMesim, ultimately there's a reckoning. You can't escape it. So we're evil. The what? Same thing. So same thing. Vailachon chayvi damritu mesi. Chayin, the chayin mesi, the mesi chayin. The living or alive, they die, but are the dead going to be resurrected? Omalei. So this Gvir ben Pesiso says to this heretic, Vailachon chayvi damritu mesi lo chayin. Woe to you, evil. He refers to the heretics and the evil one, that you say the dead will not be resurrected. Lavichayi, Davichayi, the unborn are born. Chaylo Koshkem. If a person didn't exist and he comes into existence, so somebody was in existence, shouldn't come back into existence. Just to the contrary. Omalei, Chayvis Korisli. He says, you have the audacity to call me a Russia, evil. Ikaimno, ba'itna boch upashitno lakmusech minoch. This Gvir ben Pesiso was a hunchback. He says, if I get up now and I kick you in your hunch, I'll straighten out your hunch. You'll be straight. Omale yamata osake rofi uman tikore. He says, if you're able to accomplish that, you'll be known as the expert doctor. Uschar harbe tito, and you'll be able to take a handsome fee for your service. Not the cardiologist. Okay. Torah bona be'eshrim varbo b'nison is natilu dimusnoi mihudim Yerushalayim. On the 24th of Nisan, this has to do with the, we have Megillus, what's the name? We have Megillus Tainus, where there were many holidays they celebrated in the ancient days, because many miracles happened. As Rashi say over here. Orim Bali Chomo Shoyurotzin Lito Cheleb Yuda. There were certain claims against the people, the Jews in Yehuda and Yerushalayim. And the 24th of Nisan, that claim was removed. What was the story? Shebo b'nei Afrikiyo, Lodonim Yisrael Lifnei Alexandrus Mugdam. There was a world court today. It's in The Hague. They used that. Alexander the Macedonian, he presided over the world court. He conquered the world, the Gemara says, right? So they took the Jews, the Africans took the Jews to the court. What did they say? Omrlo Eretz Kenan Shalonu, Dichsiv, Eretz Canaan l'gvuloseo. It's called the land of Canaan. It says the land of Canaan with all its boundaries. Canaan avu dahanu, inchu havu. He says Canaan is our forefather, right? Canaan was the son of Chum, right? The Africans. Omalu gvir ben pesiso lachachom tenu li rishus ve'elech ve'odon imoim lefnei Alexander Bugdon. He says, give me permission, let me represent the Jewish people in court, before the high court, before Alexander the Great, Alexander the Macedonian. If they beat me in court, meaning I lose the case in court, Omru hejid shebonu nitzachtem. So what are they going to say? Right? They're going to say, who did they beat? Who did they defeat in court? A misfit, an ordinary person. What, it is a representative of the Jews? So they're not going to see that as really a defeat. And if I defeat them in court, beat them in court, right? You're going to say, do you think you're going to beat Torah Moshe? I mean, it says in Torah the land belongs to the Jews. So he went, they gave him permission, and he went and engaged with them in court. He says, what is the basis why the land is your land? Right? From your text. From your text, we're bringing proof that the land is ours, that you have no right to be there. As you bring proof from my text, our text, I'll bring proof from my text that we have a right to the land. Talking about the text. Cursed is Canaan, a slave of slaves he should be to his brothers. If a slave purchases any types of possessions, who owns the slave and who owns the possessions? That's firstly. We have Mashkon Eved Kon Rabba. Whatever the slave purchases, the master owns the slave, owns whatever he owns. And how many years did you enslave us? Right? It says in Torah they enslaved us for 400 years. Alexander Malko. So Alexander, the king, said to him, Herzilem Tshuva. He says to the Africans, so respond. He has a good claim. Your claim is the text. The text itself seems to be that you have no claim. You must respond. Give us 3 days. We need 3 days to respond. So they went and they left no stone unturned to come up with a response. They weren't able to come up with a response. The Africans. The Torah says that you're a slave of slaves. That means you're not the master. So if you're not the master, whoever the master is, they own you and they own whatever you possess. So you have no claim. Not only to the land, any of the possessions.
What was the initial claim? They wanted the land.
No, because it says it's called Eretz Canaan. With all its boundaries. Wait, miyad borchu. So when they had realized they had no answer, they fled. V'nichu sodosein kshein zruos v'karmeim kshein netuos. They fled. The fields were planted. Their vineyards were planted. V'osashona shvius oiso. And that year it happened to be Shavuos, the sabbatical year. That was one incident with Gvir ben Pesisa with the World Court. I'm not finished with the World Court yet. No, because in terms of back wages. Yeah, it was back wages. No, this is the back. No. Velo owed, what was it? 1 second. No, it wasn't the back wages. Sure, it can't be right. So you owe us. Pamachas bo b'nei Mitzrayim lodun im Yisrael l'fnei Alexander Mugdan Omrlo Hari Omer Shem Nosan Nescheno Omeni Mitzrayim Yashilum Tenu Lonu Kesed Zov Shenetaltem Imenu. Right? They took all up. It says they emptied Egypt. We emptied Egypt when we left. They originally said they're borrowing, and then they took for keeps. Omagvim pepsis lachacham tinilu rishus ve'elech v'odun imoim l'fnei Alexander Im Natzduni Omrlo Lehem Hejut Shabonu Nitzachtem. If they beat me in court, they'll say you defeated an ordinary person. How does he interpret it? Did you defeat the Torah of Moshe? Noslo rishus v'olach doni mo amalem mehechon atem evin rayo. Omer min haTorah. Omer mafani lo ani lo avi rayo lochem ray elo min haTorah. You bring proof from the text that we owe you. I'll bring text to the contrary. Shenemar u'Moshe b'nei Yisrael sheyoshim mitzrayim shloshim shono v'arba me'u shono. Right? This is going with Torah shebechsav, without Torah shebal. Right? It says the amount of years we were in Egypt was 430 years. It was back wages. 430 years back wages, 600,000 Jews above the age of 20. Okay? Males. Alexander says you have to respond. It's interesting. Isn't obvious you have to respond? It's obvious. You have to respond. No. It's not so simple. The goy can victimize the Jew, plunder the Jew, do whatever he wants with the Jew. It's okay. Until Alexander says you have to answer it, they have no problem. We can do whatever we want. Alexander the Macedonian says you have to respond. You have to respond to that point. Otherwise, you know something? We'll do what we want. You know, Lavan, Yaakov responded to Lavan when he pursued him. He says, look, I worked hard, honestly, I sacrificed, I paid what I didn't even owe you. What was Lavan's answer afterwards? Abonim bonai, everything, the sheep are my sheep, the children my children. It's irrelevant what you say. Right? That's what Lavan said to Yaakov. And that's the way the guy sees it. We can do whatever we want, you know. You're on our turf. We do what we want. Alexander says, you know something? I'm the king. I dictate. You must respond. If you don't respond, then you people are out of here. So he said, give us 3 days. The same thing happened. They abandoned their field. Okay. It's just saying that year happened to be Shviyas. They would have had it either way. They abandoned it. They had either way. They had it.
What was the land in Eretz? They abandoned the land in Eretz.
They didn't have their own, so they were Shviyas, so they couldn't plant anything.
Which Eretz plant them? The Egyptians owned land.
No, the Jews didn't work the land, so they didn't have the produce. This was cultivated fields by the Goyim. The Goyim did it. Yeah. No, not only couldn't read, they couldn't plant. So the Goyim planted. This is without Mechiras Akum. You don't have to sell the land. Okay. You always find, ask a better question. What do you the Torah, we're going to travel into the desert 3 days to serve our God. And then we're coming back, right? That's what Moshe Rabbeinu says, also 3 days. Right? You don't have to, from the Gemara, 3 days. 3 days, 3 is always a hiatus. What? Yeah, but it's 3 days, it always is considered something substantial. See? Now that's learned from Refidim, because it says they went 3 days without Torah. No, because it says they went 3. Again. But I'm saying you had it before that. Right? Give us 3 days into the desert. Or is that a better proof than the first proof? Yeah, but over here, give us 3 days to be able to respond. Okay? So we want to go into the desert for 3 days, and we're coming back. So you see 3. 3 is the number. That's the amount of time we need. And we need 3 days for an answer. Okay? another Exodus.
Can we make a retention?
The original Exodus or 10th Commandments? It's not Exodus.
It's old Exodus. No, but there's interesting. So the Egyptians came out in the paper saying, same thing like you were saying. It denounced the home movies. It's not based on fact, anything like that. Because it's not anywhere in our history.
It was never recorded.
Saying the same.
In no history do you find that a nation was defeated if the nation still exists. Of course they removed it from their history. It's a disgrace.
Same court, same court.
Lou, they claimed there was never a Beis Hamikdash. Even we have all the artifacts and everything proved there was a Beis. They claimed it never existed. Okay, let's get back to the halacha.